what is one set of 4 reps on lateral raise going to do? Okay, so there are some things that we need to clear up here. By the way, if you want to learn everything there is to learn about optimal training, check out the optimal workout guide in my bio. It has multiple workout splits as well. Firstly, a lot of people think that the delts are a special muscle group for some reason. I think it's because they don't tend to get sore as often. So that's where the whole idea of spamming lateral raises comes from. But your delts aren't immune to being overtrained. And that's especially true if you're running quite a high frequency split. You need to make sure that you're locked in with your volume and intensity management. That's why one set 3 or 4 times a week with 1 rep in reserve is often prescribed for full body splits. And I think a lot of people just don't really take that nuance into account. A lot of people hear 1 set and they're immediately like, no, that's not enough. But 1 set to what intensity? 1 set how often? It's like 1 set once a week is different from 1 set 3 or 4 times a week. That's why you shouldn't really look at workouts in isolation, but you should look at the total workout split. And if your concern is with the number of reps, 4 being too low apparently, then that's a whole other issue. A lot of people think that with isolations, you need to do like 20, 25, 30 reps for some reason. But then my question is, what are those first 15 or 20 reps even doing? You're just building up towards those last few reps and building up a heck of a lot of fatigue. For what purpose? Like, I'm being serious. Like, genuinely, what is the purpose of those first few reps? If you do 4 reps of an exercise where you push relatively close to failure, what's the issue? Why is it different for isolations? I'm really not trying to bash the commenter at all. This is like a really common misconception. I just genuinely want you to think about it. When you train with lower reps, you get less overall fatigue. The set is a lot more efficient, you're done with it a lot quicker, and you don't have to waste your time building up to the last few reps, which are actually worthwhile. So yeah, there's a lot to consider here, bro. Just keep in mind that volume isn't the main driver of hypertrophy, it's mechanical tension. If you're progressing on a session-to-session basis, you're pushing relatively close to failure, then you're gonna grow. Don't overcomplicate training, you don't need a million sets, just make sure you're progressing. Check out my Patreon if you want to message me for personalized training and diet advice, as well as have access to exclusive programs. And yeah, drop a follow if you want to see more.